Deep in the middle of a thick, wild jungle lies the Forgotten City, a place that has been hidden for many years. People talk about it in old stories, saying it holds great power that could change the world. This city is full of mystery and danger, and somewhere inside it is an ancient object called the Crimson Tide, an object with power that could make someone very strong, but also very dangerous. Commander Rook is a brave and tough leader. He's known for always getting the job done, no matter how hard it is. He's in charge of a small group of skilled fighters, and they've been given a mission: find the Crimson Tide and bring it back safely. The jungle they're traveling through is hot, sticky, and full of dangers they can't see. Every step is risky, and the air feels heavy, like something bad is about to happen. As they push through the thick plants and trees, they finally see the city's ruins, huge stone buildings that are falling apart because they're so old. Vines and moss cover everything, showing that no one has lived here for a very long time. The city is so quiet, with only the distant sound of thunder, like the jungle itself is warning them to be careful. Stay alert, Commander Rook says in a low, serious voice. The city is just ahead, but we're not the only ones looking for the Crimson Tide. His team moves carefully, watching every shadow and checking every corner. They know they are not alone in this dangerous place. They've heard rumors that another group of mercenaries is also hunting for the Crimson Tide, and Rook is sure they are close by. As they step into the city, everything feels different. The air gets colder, and the shadows seem to grow longer, like the city is alive and watching them. The team slowly makes their way through the narrow streets, passing tall statues that look like they're watching their every move. The walls around them are covered in strange symbols that no one can understand. The tension is so thick, almost touch it, and everyone is feeling both amazed and scared. One of the mercenaries whispers, "I don't like this, Rook. It feels like someone is watching us." Rook, always the leader, grips his weapon tighter and looks around carefully. "Keep your focus on the mission," he says firmly. "We're here for the Crimson Tide. Don't let anything distract you." Suddenly, a loud crash breaks the silence, making everyone jump. The team quickly pulls out their weapons, ready to fight. They look around, trying to figure out where the noise came from. Then, out of the shadows, another group of mercenaries appears. They are led by Captain Rain, a man known for being ruthless and power-hungry. Rain and his men are well armed and confident, because they outnumber Rook's team. Well, Rook," Rain says with a sneer, as he steps forward. "You always seem to get ahead of me, but not this time." His words are full of threat, and the air between the two groups feels like it could explode at any moment. Rook stands tall, not showing any fear. "Rain, you're too late. The Crimson Tide belongs to us," he says firmly. Drawing a line between them, Rain laughs coldly, the sound echoing through the ruins. "You think you can just take it and leave? This city will be your grave." His men raise their weapons, ready to fight. Before anyone can make a move, the ground starts to shake violently, and a huge explosion rips through the city. Both groups struggle to stay on their feet, as the ancient buildings start to crumble around them. In the middle of the chaos, the source of the explosion is revealed: a glowing, pulsing orb, half buried in the rubble, but full of powerful energy. It's the Crimson Tide. "There it is," one of Rook's mercenaries says in awe, staring at the glowing artifact as its red light fills the ruins, casting long shadows everywhere. "That's the Crimson Tide." Rook's eyes narrow as he focuses on their goal. "That's what we came for. Move out," he orders, his voice cutting through the noise. Both groups, driven by their desire for power, rush toward the artifact, forgetting their rivalry for a moment. What follows is pure chaos. Bullets fly, grenades explode, and the ancient city turns into a battlefield. Rook's team fights bravely and with skill, but Rain's men are relentless, using their greater numbers to their advantage. The city itself seems to be against them. Walls crumble, floors give way, and the whole place feels like it's falling apart. The Crimson Tide pulses with energy, its power growing more unstable by the second, as if the city is trying to protect its secret from everyone. In the middle of the battle, Rook and Rain face each other again. This time, it's a fight to the finish. Both men are skilled fighters, matching each other's moves with precision and power. "You can't win, Rook," Rain snarls as he swings a knife at Rook, barely missing. "The Crimson Tide will be mine," Rook, breathing heavily, counters with a powerful punch that sends Rain staggering back. "It's not about power, Rain. It's about survival," he replies, his voice full of determination as he disarms Rain, knocking the knife out of his hand. Just as Rook gains the upper hand, the Crimson Tide pulses again, more violently than before. The ground shakes, and a deafening roar echoes through the city as the ancient structures start to collapse, the walls crack, and the floor beneath their feet begins to crumble. Rook looks at the Crimson Tide, realizing that it's become dangerously unstable, and its power could destroy them all. "Everyone, get out!" Rook yells, his voice strong and commanding as he grabs the artifact. Feeling its immense power surge through him, the city is coming down. His team hesitates, torn between their loyalty to him and their fear of the collapsing city. But Rook's resolve is clear. He won't let this dangerous power fall into the wrong hands. In a final act of desperation, Rook throws the Crimson Tide into a deep chasm that has opened up in the center of the city, making sure its power is lost forever. The chasm swallows the artifact, and its glow fades into the darkness below. Rook barely escapes as the ground beneath him collapses, diving out just in time to avoid being buried alive. The city implodes in a massive explosion, the shockwave knocking everyone off their feet as the ancient ruins are reduced to dust and debris. When the dust finally settles, the mighty forgotten city is no more. It's just a smoldering ruin hidden in the jungle once again. Rook and the surviving mercenaries crawl out of the wreckage, bruised and battered, but alive. They stand at the edge of the jungle, watching the smoke rise from the ruins, knowing that the city is now a tomb for the artifacts they fought so hard to find. One of the mercenaries, still in shock, turns to Rook and says, "You destroyed it. Everything we fought for. Gone." Rook, his face serious, doesn't look back at the ruins. "Some things are too dangerous to keep," he says quietly, his voice heavy with the weight of his decision. The Crimson Tide's power would have destroyed us all. He knows he made the right choice, but it still feels like a loss, both in the lives lost and in the powerful object now lost forever. The team, understanding the seriousness of Rook's decision, nods silently, their respect for him deepened by his sacrifice. They turn away from the ruins, their mission complete, but their journey far from over.